Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello and welcome back.
This is getting to be a daily tradition, is it not?
It does seem to be kind of, well, we are the new coincidence theorists.
Yes, yes. Coincidence theorists, aren't we all?
Yes.
Maybe everybody in the family is here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, another day, another explosion, or multiple explosions, dozens of explosions. This is in Houston. So, guess where this was? Yeah, electrical substation in Houston. It's got me all worked up here.
Yeah, goodness sake. Well, you see something like this and you're, in a way, you're in disbelief, but you're not.
So this is from Intel Points Alerts. Now, they said there are reports of mass power outages in the area. What I found interesting, because I've watched this, is not really. So either they're hyping it or somebody's covering something. I would think those are the two options, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah. So, Houston, again, is a key city. If you look at what Houston brings to the table between all the different industries that's there, its importance as a strategic point, and then just what we've had going on in the past, this would be a target. Now, what caused it? Well, we'll have to see what the official explanation is when they get one. But as you see here, fire breaks out at Centerpoint Energy Substation, Northwest Houston. A transformer broke out Friday morning, sending heavy smoke skyward and triggering a shelter-in-place warning. Shelter-in-place lifted at 2:30 p.m., according to the Houston fire chief. Substance on fire is mineral oil, according to Centerpoint, which is used to insulate and cool the transformer. The burning oil is not a threat, not a toxic chemical, so they say, which would be good for sure,
Mm-hmm.
as we have seen many toxic fires out there. And I gotta wonder, cause of the fire unknown at this time. Crews are diligently working to find out what happened.
I know. So I guess we got to keep an eye on this one. We should keep an eye on this one because these things are, they keep hitting places that are of great importance when it comes to energy.
Infrastructure, energy, yes, most definitely. And when you take a look at the globe and see all the things that are happening, there's tons of hacking going on. Hackers breach the Iranian rail network, disrupt service, and they actually posted the phone number of the country's supreme leader.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, I wonder how Supreme Leader Snoke would have reacted to that.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just all these things going on. In my mind, it's just kind of a covert warfare thing going on. But there again, there's a much bigger plan in play. At least, again, that's how I view it. Large explosion heard in Tehran. The explosion happened several hours after large-scale Cyberattack. It's another fire, some more stuff burning. And so Tehran's fire department said that they have not received reports regarding an explosion, although they reportedly clarified that fire and rescue teams have been sent to an area north of in the Iranian capital. Unconfirmed reports have placed the explosion close to a building inside Malat Park, where television and radio stations run by the Islamic Republic of Iran Broadcasting have their headquarters. Media.
Well, yeah, it's nice that they're
infrastructure, energy,
yes,
media.
Yes, it's nice that they're sending stuff blindly wherever, though.
Yeah, and meanwhile, this situation always turns my stomach. Israeli forces opened fire on Palestinians, hundreds wounded. Palestinian Red Crescent reported 379 protesters were wounded, 31 of them by live ammunition. And here you have a Palestinian using a slingshot, right? And then what happens? Well, drones come out, dropping tear gas canisters and smoke filling the air. And then live ammo rings out. Slingshot, live ammo. Disproportionate. Comes to mind.
I know, a little uneven playing field there.
Yes. And meanwhile, the U.S. is sending FBI and DHS law enforcement to Haiti. And over here we see Haitian authorities have asked U.S. military forces to help stabilize the country. So there goes the global police. And, go back to Behold a Pale Horse.
Yep.
And a certain William C., who, is no longer with us since back in 2001. He said, basically the U.S. is the police force, military force at that time, and the time to come, moving back from when he wrote the book, of the powers that be, the true powers that be. And as we said, it looks like they're ready to hand the torch to a new champion of their cause.
Sure does.
The
Yeah.
CCP.
Mm-hmm.
Death toll in Florida condo collapse is now 78. So they've recovered 14 more bodies, and they're still searching for the cause.
Well, I thought they were clear about what the cause was. It was just
faulty structure and all.
Faulty structure. That's
well, they'll look for more detail. Exactly what happened, or at least
what they say.
Now, after the fact that the building's nothing but rubble.
Yeah.
California's unemployment fiasco takes a new turn. Bank of America wants out. So this is curious because we were talking about Wells Fargo stopping some credit lines. Mm-hmm. Just how dysfunctional is California's unemployment department? Apparently, it's so dysfunctional. Bank of America, which since 2010 has had an exclusive contract with the state to deliver unemployment benefits through prepaid debit cards, wants to end the contract, even though the Employment Development Department just renewed it for another 2 years.
That's curious.
There is something curiously underfoot. Now, we know that there's going to be a new currency. We know it's going to be all digital. That's all been planned for a very, very long time. And we know unless you meet certain conditions, you're not going to be able to probably use it. Right? And we kind of have suspicions out there what some of those conditions are going to be. Mm-hmm. It's kind of obvious the way this is rolling. It's rolling just like a script in a B movie. Mm-hmm. Don't you think? What is your guys' opinion on this? There's major events that we're getting very, very close to. And actually, we are seeing major events playing out right now. And we talked about the flooding in the subways. This is curious.
Oh, wow.
I guess if you want to shower on the way to work,
sure.
It's just kind of, instead of coming from above, it comes from underneath.
Yeah, it's right there. And I'm sure that's perfectly normal. And there's a normal explanation for it.
Well, you know what it is?
What?
I just got the message on this one. This is the New York City subway department's version of a bidet.
Oh, no, that's horrible. Ew. They're cutting back on toilet paper expenses.
Yeah, this is for when the next run on toilet paper happens. There you go.
They're covered.
Just come right on out, and we have a bidet for you.
Boy,
actually,
these leaders are brilliant.
That could be a bidet for an elephant.
Oh yeah, it could.
It could. And meanwhile, this really tells you what people are thinking. Rasmussen poll: 58% say the media is the enemy of the people. The enemy, and it breaks out this way: 76% of Republicans agree with that statement, enemy of the people. 37% of Democrats agree with the phrase. 61% of independents agree with the phrase. 83% of voters believe fake news is a serious problem in the media. 92% of Republicans believe fake news is a serious problem, compared to 74% of Democrats, 82% of independents. 37% they trust the political news they're getting. Oh,
who are those people?
There's still so much naivete out there, compared to 43% who don't trust it. 20% are not sure. And I won't read that last one, but there is an interesting comment next to that 54%. Yeah. Well, it does show there is an awakening going on.
Yeah.
Most definitely there's an awakening going on. Some faster than others. Mm-hmm. And again, we want to stress the importance of that body, mind, spirit health. triangle that we really have to cultivate in these times, and the craziness that's going on. Everybody that we're working with on a daily basis, yeah, I don't know anybody that said it hasn't been challenging. It hasn't been a roller coaster. It's up and down. It's totally a roller coaster ride. And again, I do believe that if we didn't have this system in place, we would literally be creating a heaven on earth right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because the changes that would be happening organically would be beautiful. Yeah, we'd have earth changes to deal with, but we would be in tune with the earth to know enough to know that, okay, something's going to happen over here. It's time to move people over there. And then, we would have a much better chance of surviving the earth changes. And from what we've gotten is, the artificially flavored component of it is at the point right now is actually so high that it's hard to tell what is organic.
Yeah, it really is. Just so much stuff going on that's not fair.
So Tai Chi is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And honestly, doing the Qigong now or the yoga, I was sharing with one of our brothers that I never connected with yoga as well as with Qigong, but now I am. It's just taking me into that place where your mind is so calm and so peaceful. There's zero thoughts going through. All that I'm doing is really just feeling and the body and the breath. And it's beautiful. It's this state of bliss.
Mm-hmm.
There's been so many studies that show Tai Chi. And again, Tai Chi is a form of Qigong. Qigong is just simply energy work. And Tai Chi is that with a martial aspect. So, disguised in these moves are blocks and strikes and sweeps and things like that. If you just want the health benefits, you could practice Qigong, which in my experience, many people have found to be easier, and especially easier to sense the Qi, as typically Tai Chi is a series. And if you're going with the long form, 108 movements. And again, why 108? It's an auspicious number.
Mm-hmm.
And when we do mantras, if you do mantras with a mala bead necklace, traditionally it's 108. There's a reason for all these things. And we see studies find that Tai Chi can actually be more effective than weight training and cardio, and actually lower body fat. It's really amazing. But what it does too is it gets you out of the fight or flight. It gets you into the rest and digest so your body can heal. This is so important. But I really hope everybody out there is doing whatever they can do. And of course, some people have serious limitations with what they can do and move, how they can move. They've had surgeries. They have all sorts of different things going on. But I've helped people on a one-on-one basis when I was seeing people one-to-one that even had just had a stroke and even couldn't get out of a chair. And I instructed them on doing Qigong, even in that condition, because it's all about establishing the mind-body connection with the breathing as the bridge. So powerful. It really is so powerful. So I hope hope all you guys out there are doing some practice like that, either yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, pranayama, which is basically breath work, is what it means. And the prana is the life force. So, do check out the playlist on Qigong, as there's two programs, a short and a long Qigong program in there. And there's a lot of different meditations in there as well. So it could really help you and change your life for the better.
It really can. Give it a shot. It's life-changing.
Yeah. And do check out Medicinal Foods, who we've partnered with. It's a small company with good people that are actually part of this family, offering good, safe products that are very, very healthy. And it does help support the channel as well. All sorts of yummy stuff on there. And I have to get some of these bars ordered.
Oh, yes,
I promised her.
Please. Yeah.
So guys, as always, make sure you're subscribed, click the bell so you get notifications, and share. Keep waking up people, because we are waking up. People are waking up. We have to hit a critical mass before the nefarious dark forces out there
Mm-hmm.
get to certain points in their agenda, so we can shift the paradigm
Yes.
and actually start to manifest that heaven on earth that we all really want.
Yes, we all really want it. Boy, and we've kind of earned it.
Yes, after what we've gone through,
Yep.
and what we have, we know they have planned for
Yep.
the future as well. So let's shift that paradigm. As always, God bless and namaste.
Namaste.